It's a little annoying that it's very clear what the writer's intentions were with Plunder, because he's essentially a Captain Cold clone and yet he's treated very differently. He only serves as a one-and-done villain to be a headline in the news segment Barry witnessed in the future. Barry, and everyone else, is aware there should be no problem with catching him since he's a normal man with a gun. The only issue at hand is Barry deciding whether or not to catch him, which is immediately solved by having Wally catch him instead. This issue wasn't the case with Captain Cold though, and yet they made him escape all the fucking time because he's just so iconic and charismatic, and they really wanted to use him again and again and again.
There's nowhere to run!
So this is the episode where Gypsy breaches into Earth 1 to arrest HR. All she has are breaching powers, so trying to capture her is like trying to capture Cisco. Just keep that in mind.
Ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the building.
Sweet sir, that's fun. I like to have fun too. If I really wanted to go through you, you would all be dead.
Just because she said that doesn't mean it's true.
Let's go home.
Are you telling me Gypsy can react to bullets? Barry started running before she even turned around. And you're telling me Barry wasn't fast enough to react to her turning around and grabbing his hands at normal speed? What the fuck is this plan anyway? HR put a tracking device on her, which is great, but then he and Barry decide to have him talk to her and pretend like he's turning himself in. You don't need a distraction. Barry could have just cuffed her off the bat while she's chilling out drinking coffee. You morons actually gave her a reason to be suspicious of this being a setup.
Tell Cisco there is no backing out now. I'll keep this one as insurance until then.
Yeah, really?
There's nowhere to run!
Okay, you know there is a reason they call me the fastest man alive.
So, we have this scene to establish Yorkin's powers. He turns things into ash upon touching them. He has to consciously activate his power, otherwise he shouldn't be able to open this door or hold this coffee cup later without turning them into ash. His clothes also possess this dusting power, and is the reason why he can't even be grabbed anywhere. So, the characters are all now aware of this, just keep that in mind.
Tyrus is panicking.
She's at the apartment. I'll call Barry.
No, I got this. He's at CCTV and I'm close.
Okay, go.
Don't stop to talk, don't stop to talk, don't stop to talk, don't stop to talk.
No, stop!
You imbecile! Are you trying to get her killed? Do you seriously think this psychopath is going to listen to you saying,
No, stop!
what the hell is this? Do you know what it means for Yorkin to grab Iris at normal speed while Wally is running towards him at super speed and in slow motion? Either this is horrendous editing or this guy is Savitar in disguise. Something tells me people are going to defend this by saying Wally isn't as fast as Barry since he hasn't had as much training and experience. Yeah, you guys are probably right. Hold up, this dude was at the same train station where Joe and Stone were shortly before it took off, and now he's somewhere far ahead of them despite the train going for a while. Did he teleport? Did he manage to outdrive the train and walk all this way to what looks like the middle of nowhere? We don't even know if he has a car. I cannot believe someone at the writer's room said, let's have Joe and Stone board the train, reveal that Yorkin's also there, and then have him crumble a bridge that's miles ahead of the train. And everyone else went, yup, makes sense to me. I don't know about you guys, but my suspension of disbelief for phasing is really starting to get tested. Seconds ago, Barry was able to successfully phase an entire moving train with all of its components and passengers intact. And while that's already overpowered as fuck, Wally can somehow phase through a person and allow the blood on his hand to stay inside him instead of the blood phasing right through him as well. This allows him to neutralize the enemy, so no, not a nitpick.
There's nowhere to run!
You'd think a Coliseum fight between a speedster and a giant gorilla would be kind of fun, but no, this fight sucks balls. Cisco says,
It's all about the speed punches.
and then the man who can outrun gunshots decides to run significantly slower than he usually does, giving Reverse Harambe a chance to react to him. Not only that, but this nitwit couldn't react to Monk putting up his shield for a counter when he totally could have. Yeah, no, this isn't cool. It's fucking embarrassing.
What about a lightning throw?
Yes!
Barry laps around the entire Coliseum at least 50 times and is still somehow not charged enough for a lightning throw. Do you guys remember what it took for a lightning throw in Season 2, Episode 2? About 30 tiny laps. One lap around the Coliseum already exceeds that distance. He should have already thrown it far earlier than he intends to. Oh well, as long as nothing goes wrong with his task at hand. Wait, this dude ran through 2 tornadoes and overpowered them, but a dust cloud tripped him.
Barry, it's time to pull a reverse flash.
This is what ends the fight. And technically, he didn't even pull a reverse flash because he didn't phase through Reverse Harambe's chest. This same thing could have been done with a speed punch, but for some reason they immediately gave up on that after Flash decided to run slower in front of Monk instead of from the side or behind him.
What, you want to kill Grodd? Showing mercy? That is what separates you from everyone else. Don't compromise who you are.
What? Where is this coming from? Barry's had no problem with killing before. Why are they acting like he's never done it?
Didn't think I could catch you, huh?
Now, Cisco!
The amount of radiation must have flooded that room.
Atom Smasher won't be able to absorb it all.
And we're talking about a fucking gorilla attempting to wage war on the human race with an army of super apes. Literally nobody is going to be upset that you killed him, except maybe PETA. Not to mention, you planned to throw a bolt of lightning at Reverse Harambe. You didn't know if he would survive that. Fucking fantastic. This dipshit didn't learn his goddamn lesson the first time. Running at him from the front again, not being able to react to a shield moving at him at normal speed.
Stop! Death isn't the way. There's nowhere to run!
Point 2-1.
2-1. Just fast enough to save Iris from Saboteur. You did it!
Wait, this is their plan to save Iris. By getting Wally to run 0.21 seconds faster? Why not just have him start running earlier while Barry's busy talking to Savitar? Why did Barry even stop to talk? Does he really think Savitar is going to change his mind by being asked? If he just shut the hell up and just ran earlier, he probably would have made up for those 0.21 seconds. Why does Wally have to run at the same exact time Barry starts running in this vision? Just run earlier and catch Savitar off guard.
God of speed, soon your enemies will fall and you will rise once more on Earth.
acting.
I have to go. I can't let him get out.
What are you talking about?
It's sabotage.
You need to tell Barry, okay?
No, I can do this by myself. Jesse, please, just wait here.
Wally is a fucking hypocrite. He was mad at Barry for not telling people why he really proposed to Iris, but he didn't tell fucking anybody he was going to throw this extremely important artifact that has the power to summon Iris's killer into the Speed Force. He also thinks having both pieces of the stone in the Speed Force is safer than having them in two different places. Jesse decided not to follow Wally after seeing him clearly distressed and having Savitar visions and declaring he's going to stop him. Wally and Jesse being a pair of idiots is the only way we get Savitar. And if Wally was saved in episode 6 like he should have, he never would have gotten super speed, and therefore he wouldn't have been able to do this bullshit. Also, if he's so concerned about Savitar somehow getting the last piece, why keep it in a dinky box someone can just bump into and bust open? Why not put it in one of their prison cells?
I'm gonna kill you!
Barry Allen doesn't kill. He's the good guy. I want so badly to kill you, but you have to live a little while longer. Long enough to see Iris die.
Then what the fuck was this about?
I am the future.